Hello everyone and welcome to Cubbi Catering 101. To give you a bit more background, there are two types of catering with Cubbi. There's cold catering and there's hot catering. If you would like to learn more about hot catering, you can click here. In general, how I would describe cold catering, it's where each individual person that is being catered to actually gets their own meal. It's individually packaged, each meal can come from different restaurants, and dietary restrictions and personal preferences can be kept in mind. And the difference between the two cold catering options is just who picks. The host picks option is where the admin picks the meal for each person. And the guest pick option is where each person gets a budget and they get to pick the meal just for themselves. Let's quickly walk through a host picks option and then we'll go on to guest pick. For both options, the first page looks very similar. The title and description are for you as an admin. They should help you figure out and identify which meeting or group this catering order is for. You can confirm your delivery location here as well. Under the Restaurants tab, you can either have meals from all restaurants or you can identify which specific restaurant you want each meal to be delivered from. Now, the most important field for us at Cubbi is the delivery notes option. This will help us determine exactly how you want the order delivered. You can pick the time of day. You can also determine if you want this order delivered directly to the regular fridge or if you want our driver to go right to the conference room to deliver for your meeting. Again, this field is specifically for you to identify how and when you want your order delivered. Now, if you're placing a host pick order, you can select the delivery date and press continue. It'll lead you to a page where you can add the guests for your meeting. In the guest tab, you can search by name, by group, or by email. Make sure to add everybody who's in that meeting. You're not going to want to miss anyone or they won't have a lunch. Once the guest list starts filling up and you're ready to continue, you can press the button at the bottom. And now this page should look pretty familiar. Notice the Guests tab at the very top of the page. You can click between the guests to order a meal for each individual person. Once everyone has a check beside their name, they're ready to go, and you can proceed to checkout. Now, before we walk through checkout, I want to go through the guests pick option as well. So let's go back for a second. If we go to the guest pick under catering, you'll see on the right side that the page looks a little bit different. At the top, the first date will determine when the order is actually delivered, but you also have to select an order cutoff time. Because now you have the guests picking for themselves, this order cutoff time will determine when guests need to have their selection confirmed. At the cutoff time, the order will be processed and sent to our kitchen partners. The latest you can have your cutoff time is the day before the delivery at 6 p.m. And of course, we'll send each guest a couple of reminders in the meantime. So, if I quickly fill out the fields for the guest pick and I select my date and my cutoff time, I can also press continue. The next page should look exactly the same as well. You can add your guests, and once you've made sure that everybody's on the list, you can press continue again. Now, as you can see, there's a couple different details to note. Under meal types, it'll determine whether you want everybody to be eating from all meal types, which will give your guests options from the full menu, or you can pick the ready-to-eat option. The limit for guests is also very important for determining how much each guest has to work with when ordering their meal. And you can narrow down the ordering again with the categories. If you want to pick just meals, just snacks, just drinks, or a mix of the three, you can do so here. And that's the extent of the differences between hosts and guests pick. Oh, and before I forget, click into your Cubbi wallet on your first catering order. There, you should see the Welcome Catering coupon. This will give you 50% off your first catering order. Take it as a little welcome to Cubbi Catering from us. Now, when proceeding to checkout, you can confirm your order and pay. It may look a little bit different between the host pick and guest picks options, but make sure that each field is filled out correctly and confirm your order. Once you press confirm order under host pick, the order will just be placed. Once you press confirm order under guest pick, then there will be a notification sent out to each guest in your meeting and they can begin ordering their meals. And just like that, you're good to go. That was host picks and guests pick options under Cubbi. We hope that explanation eases your experience. And remember, you can always come back to this video as a guide for how to place your next order. We hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck on your first catering order.